Welcome everybody, this is Living Sea Organics, the world's supreme wild-crafted brown seaweed extract, Laminaria japonica. We are Living Sea Organics and we are the exclusive manufacturer's rep for biofilam. Biofilam is the new name for Modifilan here in the States, and this is the authentic and original Russian manufacturer of brown seaweed extract, now known as biofilam.
Here is a video with Modifilan, which here is the bottle, and hopefully you'll be able to see it, versus biofilam, which is our sample package that we send out to people that are interested in becoming distributors. So I have a flask of water here, and I have 2 empty wine glasses, and I have a little spoon that I will be mixing everything with to show you the actual difference between the 2 products. So there's the 2 glasses of water, and now I am going to grab the Modifilan, and it is in powder. Since I was successful in getting a hold of some powder, most of it is sold encapsulated. So I'm showing you the actual powder itself, and that's what it looks like. So you have an idea of, there is the powder. And I probably don't need that much, so I'm going to use probably half of what I have in here. So I'm going to pour the Modifilan into that wine glass, and you can see it kind of dissolving down. How thick this substance is. As it dissolves. And while it's doing that, I will continue to hold my video and grab the biofilam. So here is the biofilam. I'm going to take some from inside our little pouch. And there's the powder. There's the biofilam powder, so probably don't need that much as well. But that gives you an idea of the difference between the 2 products. So there's the 2 products, and now I'm going to throw that in the flask, or actually in the wine glass, and you can see pretty much a big difference between the 2 products. So I just put a little bit more in there, and let's see the particles. Our particles are 10 microns, and you can actually see how much smaller they are compared to the Modifilan. So this is a test that any person can actually do. If you get a hold of some of the material yourself, you'll be able to see the difference. Quite a remarkable difference in terms of what the product does once it sits at the bottom of the glass. I was asked to do this test by a couple of our customers that are testing our product that have had Modifilan before. So I am going to also show you, I'm pouring this out of the Modifilan jar, as you can see, and you can see the coarseness of Modifilan versus biofilam. Biofilam is like a fine powder because we actually crush it down to 10 microns, and Modifilan is sort of, well, I don't know what they crush it down to, so you would have to ask. It's actually like a military green, you know, a light color, and then it's a dark color. So here is the biofilam glass, still in the process of dissolving. And there's the Modifilan glass that has already dissolved. This gives people a pretty good idea, a little longer to process, and I'm gonna mix it up, and you can see how it's all become alginated already. So these pieces right here are already becoming very gelatinous, and this is like crushed seaweed. So the Modifilan looks to me like there's a bunch of crushed seaweed, and that's pretty much it. And the biofilam, as you can see, there's pieces of it on top that have already alginated. Alright, so it's been about, since we did this experiment, same day, but it's about a half an hour to an hour after we have the two products that were put into the water. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference between the darker green, which is Modifilan, and the lighter green, which is biofilam, and it's kind of actually the water itself, if you can see, it has more particulate matter, that's the biofilam that I'm showing you. Then the Modifilan has not very much particulate matter. And you can see the alginates at the bottom of each of these. So this is biofilam again. And I'm going to get really close to the actual glass itself so you can see the amount of alginates and how thick that is. And then there's Modifilan with the amount of alginates it has and how thick that is. And there's quite a distinct difference between the two that I'm hoping you can get a glimpse of. You can really see the difference when they're side by side, each of these products. So the left one is Modifilan and the right one is biofilam. And I just wanted all of you to see the vast difference between the two. Now I am going to do this experiment, so excuse me if I'm moving the camera around, but I'm going to mix this so you can see the material mix. This is the biofilam product that I just kind of swirled and mixed around. And as you can see, there's particulate matter, but it's very, very tiny. Very, very small. Now we're going to do the same thing with the Modifilan, and you can see how much thicker it is. It's almost like pieces of seaweed that have been chopped into little smaller pieces. So there's, I hope you can see this as well as I can in terms of the larger pieces of seaweed and the Modifilan that are floating around. And it does have some alginates. Actually, you could see them kind of, hopefully you can see them on the spoon. And here's our product and how refined it is, and the whole liquid is much more heavier amounts of alginates. And that's, like I said, the critical part of getting the radiation toxicity and detox out of the body, as well as pulling out heavy metals. Now our product pulls out all heavy metals, and the only thing that we can't pull out of the radiation that we're getting from Fukushima is the cesium-137. But every other kind of radiation that it's putting out, our product does take out. Anyhow, just wanted to show you the difference between these two products. Thanks for listening, and we'll have another video for everybody soon. Take care now.